What it do, YT? This your girl QPD coming at y'all 100% live and direct. And I'm coming at y'all today with the tutorial. This was highly requested when I went out with my best friend. This is the look I wore. Might have been a few changes 'cause I can't remember exactly the lipstick, but I know that it was night. The liner was correct and the middle color, but I'm not so sure about the outer corner. But it's okay nonetheless. But this is the look we're going to go for today. You guys requested the look and you guys got it. Sorry it took so long, but tonight I'm going out, so I figured what better time to do it. Just because I don't go out throughout the week, I work 7 days a week, but I do have a chance to, go out on Fridays and Saturdays. So I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial, and until the next time, you guys, stay tuned. Toodles. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and start off with laying your base. So first thing I'm going to be using is Ruby Kiss's Potion 24-hour Magic Primer. And I'm just going to be using this all over the lid. Okay, so now you have your base. You want to go ahead and grab your Naked palette. And you want a tapered brush, fluffy tapered brush like this. Nothing too large, something like this more so. So you want to take out of the palette, you want to take Buck, and you want to take Buck and you want to sweep that through your crease. Okay, so now you have Buck in your crease. It should look like this, so don't be alarmed. So yeah. So the first color I want to take is Rue by Magnolia Makeup. It is a real dirty plum, kind of dirty plum rose color, just like that. And you want to get that on your brush, the same brush we just used. You want to dip it in the cap, tap any excess off, and just swirl. And that's going to go right over that Buck. Okay, so you want to go ahead and dust any excess off on a towel. And then you want to take your next shade, and it's going to be by Magnolia Makeup as well. So this is going to be Antoinette, and it's a real nice mellow out hot pink. It's not super hot pink, but it's not as dark as that other shade. So same deal, same brush, dip it in the cap and swirl. This is going to go right up under that Rue and Buck mixture that we made. Okay, so you should have this light to dark gradient effect that going on. I call it the reverse gradient effect, but yeah. So the next step we're going to do is take your, you can use LA Splash's sealer, sealer, eyeshadow sealer and base, or you can use Too Faced's glitter glue. Or you can just use plain Fix Plus for this next step. But I'm going to use a mixture of both. So you want to take the doe foot and you just take a little bit on your finger. And then you want to just take it and pat it. With the clean finger, just pat it on that empty space. So while you allow that to dry just a little bit, you want to take a flat shader brush like this, and you want to get your pigment. Now I'm going to be using Light Violet by MAC. This just came out with the Dazzle Spears, and it's this light shade right there. So I'm going to take very little of that into the cap. I'm going to spray my brush with Fix Plus. Now you want to take that and you want to damp that back and forth on the towel because you don't want too much moisture for this step. So you just take a little bit like you're going to be painting, and you make sure it's not flaky still. And if it's still a little flaky, just spritz their little fix plus. And just take it and pat it over that open area. So all you want to do now is just take your brush and you want to just kind of lightly go over the tops of that color so it blends into that mid color. And what I also did on this side, I took very little of that Antoinette pigment, like literally very little, on this brush, and I just went over the tops of that. So the last step we're gonna do with this, not the very last step, but we're gonna take the 226 by MAC. This is the newer version. And on the tip of this brush, I'm gonna use this color, which is Sketch by MAC. And I'm going to do a little on the outer corner, and kind of drag it into the. Now I want to take this brush, and I want to just take a little bit of that sketch as well on this brush, just to smoke out the edges. And there you have that. So the last and not least highlight, we're going to take, this is Camel by Magnolia Makeup as well. I'm going to take a E50 from Sigma. I'm going to dip a little bit of that into the cap. And I'm just going to go on the tops of under my brow bone. This also helps buff out the tops of your of that roux. Okay, you guys. So next step is liner. I'm going to be trying this L'Oreal Paris Telescopic liner. The only thing I don't like about this is it doesn't dry to a matte finish. It dries with a little bit of a shine. You can easily fix it, but why take extra step when you just do it in one? But we'll go ahead and use this for today. So of course I'm gonna line my tops of my lash line. Okay, so next I'm gonna be using MAC False Lashes for mascara. And for lashes, I'm going to be using Red Cherry number 304s. Looks like this. Some real dramatic lashes. You can definitely use whatever you want. This is just me. So, next we're going to be taking a chromographic pencil by MAC, and it's just called Process Magenta. Just a pink liner. You can use it for lip liner too if you like. But we're going to be going on the lower lash line here. And then for the tear duct area, lower lash line, I'm going to take Antoinette. I'm just going to run that over that eyeliner. For the outer portion, I'm going to take Sketch. And then for my waterline, I'm taking Smolder by MAC. Okay, so we're done with the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and apply foundation. And I'm going to be using Makeup Forever's, and this is in 170. To set that, I'm going to be using MAC's Give Me Sun. And I'm just going to dust that all over the face. Alright, so for blush, I'm going to be using Sin. And then I want to do a very, 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 very little bit of contouring with Fever, like very lightly. For a highlight, I used Porcelain Pink. And taking this small Sonia Kashuk brush at the tops. Alright, so for lips, I'm going to be using MAC's Night Moth. It's a dark, like a burgundy-ish lip liner. And I'm going to do contouring in the outer corners and with my lips. So for the outer parts of my lips, I'm going to be using Playtime. And this is from the Quite Cute collection, I believe. And I'm sorry, I did use it for the entire lip. But for the center of my lip, I'm using Show Orchid. So that is the look, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. You guys requested it, and here it is. So until next time, you guys, I love you, and bye.